Hello, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday night. Ben's Brick Designs. I'm Ben. Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Tonight, I'm getting back to some regular old designing in studio, and we're going to work on the Orville. The Orville has its new season is out. It's been out for a month, I guess. I think we're up to episode 3 or 4. And it's an entertaining show, and I like it a lot. So if you haven't had a chance to check it out, I would highly recommend it. It did start out a little bit of... I will, up front apologize for, kind of a little bit of bodily functions going on. We just ate dinner, and it was a poke bowl, and it was really good. But it's... a lot of rice and stuff. So yeah. So this is going to be fun. I haven't done some good old Microfighter designing in I think the last one I did was January. And since then it's been a series of build streams and some other stuff. So working on the stadium, and I thought, you know what? It's been a while, so let's get back into it. So the Orville, those who don't know, is a Seth MacFarlane joint. And I think it started off as it was an homage to Star Trek: The Next Generation. But also just kind of all things kind of soap opera space thing. And anybody who grew up with The Next Generation or Deep Space Nine or that kind of show, Voyager, probably would really like this show. Now, if you really liked old Trek, maybe this isn't for you. There's a lot of beats that this show goes through that are taken almost directly from Next Generation, like the camera movements and the angles and the music cues and things like that. Also, this is what we're drinking tonight. It's a Dominga. It's a mimosa sour. I'm not a huge fan of sours, but I do like New Belgium. So, hey, what's up, Travis? How's it going? Yes, that's also what somebody else said. I think it's going to be fine. I have a feeling that these curved bits, I'm not going to be able to get them perfect, but I have some ideas on how to do that. And Mercer can sit right on top here. We don't have to make it too curvy because he can sit right on top. So, but thank you for being here. I appreciate seeing you. As always, we're going to start with a minifig. And yes, it is a good show. It's not the greatest show, but I think what happened for a lot of viewers is it came out right as Discovery came out, and everyone was kind of watching Discovery going, what is this? We're supposed to, and all of our memories are the last memories we have of Star Trek. The last things we had were movies, Next Generation movies. What's up, Texas and Greg? What's up, Missy and Greg? How's it going? Thanks for being here. The last memories we had are from Enterprise, and it, in terms of TV show, was a long time since a TV show Star Trek. So I think we were all very excited to be getting another. I might just be able to do this. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe this. That's probably pretty basic. Zips up in the front though. So yeah, so we're all, should do that. What color can I make this? Doesn't matter because again, we're hiding colors. Not that blue, kind of a dark blue. It's not exactly, but it's got a little logo. Give him some black arms. Don't think there's going to be a better specific jacket that looks like this. So when it first starts, the show, it's very rough. This actually might be pretty good. They have badges, but... Oh. It's pretty good. Because it's a new show, but it finds its footing pretty quickly. It's not... See, all these jackets are like kind of open. It's not Family Guy in space. You can tell Seth MacFarlane writes this. Like, there's some of his humor that's kind of obvious in there, but none of it is really... excuse me. None of it's really, like, over the top, gross, fart and genital humor. But it's also not very highbrow. They take a lot of liberties and go for the low-hanging fruit jokes. And I think I might actually do this because I don't... As much as I like that, I don't like the open collar thing. So we'll just do this. So, it's not season 4 of Next Generation or anything like that. It's very much... It's still Seth MacFarlane, but it is a love letter to Next Generation. And again, at the time it came out, Discovery just hit, and nobody had any idea what was going on with Discovery. It took a while for that to kind of get its legs, and even then, it still was kind of... I'm still not sure what to think of Discovery. I kind of hate watched it for a while because I wasn't really sure. Is there a smirk? I just got so tired of all the... It very much, like... I'm okay with representation, and I think there should be more representation. For instance, I believe Miss Marvel, right now on Disney Plus, is one of the best shows on television. It's nearly perfect. It's a great indicator of... Or it's a great example of... a missing hole in television. It's, strong female lead and a culture we're not all aware of. Well, no, not all aware of, but a culture that many of us aren't aware of. And it presents it in a normal light. Like, this isn't, some exotic thing. This is just people who live in New Jersey. They just happen to be Muslim, right? It's very cool. If you haven't watched Miss Marvel yet, and I know Marvel TV shows, everyone's like, yeah, whatever. Really, really watch this. The lead is absolutely adorable. The show is fantastic. Definitely give it a shot. That said, the way Discovery handles inclusion and representation is fine on the surface because they get everybody in front of the camera, but I think it dwells too much on its own feelings. And everything, first of all, everything is galaxy ending problem, and the entire season is one galaxy ending problem. And it's just a big mess of technology and stuff. And then right in the middle of all the shows, they stop for half the show and whisper. Everything's a whisper. And they're sorting out their feelings, which I get it. People have, but that it interrupts the flow. Like, they've put it in the wrong spot. I just feel like the writing is a little out of phase. Like, there's a time and a place for it in the show, not necessarily in real life, but like, it breaks everything up really badly. Like, you're invested, and then you have to pull back and watch people sort through stuff, and you're like, this is not what I wanted to happen right now. So it's a little weird. There's a couple people I don't think are very good actors, but that's a personal opinion. Have I watched Strange New World? Yes, and Strange New World is awesome. I'm loving Strange New World. Or Worlds, or whatever it is. It's really good. Anson Mount is a perfectly great captain. He's fine. Do they have gloves? They don't have gloves. Yeah. You kind of can't go wrong with him because he's fun and charming and whatever. I do like the supporting cast a lot, and I'll tell you the difference between the supporting casts, between how I feel about Discovery and Picard, and Picard's another one that's kind of it's a very long single story, and if they don't get it right, the whole universe is in peril. Everything will be rewritten. So I'm not a fan of Picard either, which kind of upsets me because I really, really wanted to. But I'm trying to get Mercer's hair here. Nope. It's too much. Looks like we've had some new hair added to the... I haven't seen that hair before. That's pretty great. I think we're going with that. I think we dumbed into a perfect hairdo. Yeah, that's great. Cool. Seth MacFarlane, everybody. What's up, Mayo? How's it going? Yes, Strange New Worlds is really great. The difference I notice is that I know all the cast names. Like, I know everybody in the cast. Now, granted, like 4 of them I already knew. Like, I knew Nurse Chapel, and Christopher Pike, and Spock, and I think that's it for new people because, Uhura, and then, so I guess you're only really learning 2. Number 1 and Ortega, right? And the Doctor, Mbenga, even knew that. It took me 2 seasons of Discovery to learn anybody's name. Like, all I knew was Michael Burnham. And I'm like, okay. So... I like most Seth MacFarlane properties. Right on. We shall see if this is going to be your favorite or not. The night is young. So, answer a question Greg asked earlier. I've already pre-ordered the Galaxy Explorer, so that should come in. I think if you pre-order it, you can get it, like, it'll ship July 28th or something. So here's what's going to happen is I'm going to pre-order it just so I can make sure it doesn't sell out on me because everybody's going to get it. And then I won't get it until a week after its release date, which means everybody will have had it a week before I get it, which is, I don't care. I just want it. But in terms of if I wanted to do a stream about it and be, relevant or something like that. So I haven't tried this yet. Can't really smell anything. It does smell like a mimosa. That's pretty good. I don't know that I drink more than one of them, but it's pretty good. Yeah. There is going to be an AFOL day on July 9th. I think that's just in the States, though. I don't know. That's also going to be 15% off, and I think there's a gift with purchase coming out soon, so we'll have to see. So the Orville is a ship in the show called the Orville, and I haven't really looked. This is a first look, because these are both Orville class. It's a something class ship. But it has a quantum drive. It's not a warp drive. They don't beam down to planets. I think they may have run into that as either a trademark thing, or maybe they just didn't want to copy Star Trek too much, although they pretty much basically did. They have shuttles. So to get everywhere, they have shuttles. I'm wondering if later on in the run of the show, they develop transporter technology at some point, but they call it something else. Maybe that was the thing, is they couldn't figure out what to call transporters. So they're just like, screw it. We're not going to. There is a sketch fab of this, I think, somewhere. So I may just look at that, even though I think it's going to slow everything down. So the Orville, and this is obviously not the right coloring, but the Orville is going to present some unique challenges. This is a great, like, coloring of this ship, too. That's so wonderful. It looks like a Leviathan from Farscape. Which is another, like, if I figured this out, the Leviathan from Farscape will probably be next. It's just a kind of a teardrop shape. The front actually looks a little bit like a, I forget what the class of ship is. The Voyager. It's, yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue. But it's got that sort of spearhead shape, right? And then the Intrepid. It's the Intrepid class. Has the lower nacelles that kind of raise up. There's a reason they do that. It's to keep them... I don't know. I don't know why they raise up. Anyway, this is going to present some design challenges. Because this is very, very organic looking. I'm going to put Mercer in the front area here. So, and this area is not too... We can make it a little flat and maybe kind of step it up and give it some curved. That shouldn't be a problem. Bye, Mayo. Thanks for coming by. NBA draft is on. I completely agree. If the Avs were playing tonight, Stanley Cup, I wouldn't be here. I'd be watching that. So they played last night. They won game 4. They're up 3-1. I'm a very happy hockey fan right now. All right, so let's try some things out. The first thing I'm thinking of is we're going to get a bunch of these out here just to have. We're going to get a bunch of these out here because these are going to be good. But then we're also going to get... it's a right and left one. Slope curved. Should be in here. Did it not? It's weird that it goes into plates. Maybe it's a wedge. There we go. Okay. So these pieces are going to be probably the front. I don't think these... I'll keep these out here. I don't think these are made inverted. So we may try to be a little tricky and figure out a way to flip this. So if we do... And this is going to be a gray ship. I don't know if you saw... Let's do... It's a gray ship. I don't think it hides the fact that it's got light gray and medium gray patches, right? But for the most part, it's just a gray ship. So we might be able to throw some dark gray on here to break it up a little bit. We can try that when we get to that point. But first things first is try to make this so it's one piece inverted. Okay. Probably the best way to do this is it's going to be a plate modified like this. And a plate like that. So next week I will not be here on Thursday because next week is Brick Rodeo. And starting Wednesday, I will be loading up needs to be a little higher. Wish I could get that a little higher. I'm all packed. Like, all my stuff is in boxes over here, if you probably saw on Instagram. And I will be packing all my stuff into a car and driving it over there Thursday morning. Maybe Wednesday night. We have the hotel from Wednesday night on, but we're telling people that load in is Thursday morning. And I might cheat a little and bring some of my stuff earlier. So that didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. I think there's another way to do this, and it'd be a modified brick, two-sided. This may be too big. Yeah, that's too big. Alright, so while that is a good option, I might put a plate wedge under here. Like so. So Sunday I should be here and probably just doing more of this stuff. Okay, that's two. This is a very narrow, so maybe not that one. Maybe this. Figure out how to attach that under there somehow. Excuse me. So for those who are in Austin or around Austin, I hope to see you at Brick Rodeo. I'll be doing a talk, or I'll be doing a panel about how to make instructions in studio. It's only about an hour. I got my outline. I got my talking points. It's going to be a lot of basic stuff because I don't know who's going to be in the audience. They may have never seen studio before. So we'll have to figure that out. Don't know if I'm liking this a whole lot. So I put that in there. So I kind of want to sit him right behind that. How about for that lightsaber handle? How about for that? The lightsaber handle with 2 ports on one end. The lightsaber handle with 2 ports on one end. I don't know if I know that one. How does it have 2 ports on one end? Oh, yeah. I know. Okay. I know which one it is. I don't know what that's called. It might be, might just be in utensil. Oh, that's new. I haven't seen that before. That's fun. Yeah, it's like a torch, but it's got a bar instead. It goes up to like a T. Hey, Frankie, what's up? Good to see you, man. Are you ready for next week? Oh, the dogs, man. Always wait till like right now. I know I'm not ready for next week. I don't think any of us are. Oh, that's new too. Look at that big old phone. Okay, so it is a... is it a modified bar, maybe? I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like this, but with like... or like that. What is that? Stud receptacle. Okay. Oh, there it is. Cool. Yep. Now, just figure out... so if we're going to do that, we could do 2 of those. We just need to figure out where to attach that. It still has the same, I think, depth as the fishing rod. So it'll still be off-centered and it'll look... I mean, it'll probably look fine. So that's probably too big. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's the same as the fishing rod plate. I'd almost rather the fishing rod plate because at least then I can put like a slope or something on the other side. Because at this point now I have to kind of figure out how to cover that, which you could probably do with a... I think that's a modified tile, actually. Nope. Too far away. So it'd have to be something like this. Just to be able to clip to that. And at that point, I might as well just put a wedge plate in there. And then on this side, you'd have to do a... let's just see. Let's just play around with it a little bit. You came all this way. So we can plug it into something like that. And then he could sit behind that. Come on, get out of the way. Actually, let's do this. So we had a bit of a COVID scare this last week. We went to a party. A friend's birthday was happening. And it was we went to a Korean barbecue place. And it was a lot of fun. And then we met a bunch of people at a Korean karaoke place. And, the next day, we were out till 2 in the morning. And then after that, after the karaoke, went back to a friend's house, a little bit of after party stuff. And then came home, and the next day got a message that they had tested positive, and we're like, oh man. And my first thought is I do not want to miss Brick Rodeo. I'm like, I cannot get sick. I was really worried that I might get sick. So we immediately quarantined from everybody. And then you're kidding. It's actually not bad. It's not perfect, but it's pretty cool. So we went and tested and we're fine. Can't believe that fits in there. That can't be right. Oh, and it's not. Okay. Yep. There's a collision in there. Oh, shoot. I was hopeful. So yeah, we went yesterday and got tested and we're fine. See, but it doesn't do it here. You goofy person. And if I put a plate on there, it's too thick. I can already tell. That's too much. So, I'll get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. So we're fine, but it was kind of a scare, not gonna lie. But we're all good. Beth is convinced that she still has it, and we're not. We don't feel like we're 100% out of the woods, but I think we're more out of the woods than we realize. This is already too big. I was thinking of doing something like a tile or something. Nope, I don't like that. Okay, this I get where this is going, but I think it's just too complicated to make a very small shape when I can probably just be simple and do something like this instead. Get that up to about there. Because a lot of this work is going to be spent on getting those 3 things in the back, which are still going to be a lot of like these things tied together. Not specifically those things. I need these things. So there's going to be a lot of these at different angles. And they're going to have those brackets. Where are they? Brackets. It's going to have these things. Hopefully this works. This is the image I had the other day when I was thinking about this. Something like this. And then have those like on... The reason we can do this is because we can turn this into light blue. To kind of give the indication that it's the whatever drive. then the trick is to get 3 of those together. One's slightly bigger, but you get one like this and you rotate it like that. Get it over here. And I think the bottom one is bigger, or the middle one is bigger. Yeah, it sticks out a little bit. The other thing you could do is probably get like tubes to be bent, but then you'd have to like put clips all the way around them to make the rest of the thing. I think this is just a little more probably a bit more stable. So something like that. They're a bit more elongated, but I feel like this is a chibi kind of thing. Sorry to step away when you asked. Yes and no. Not going to be able to finish my mock. Hoping to have it ready for Bricks Colleen. Cool. And no worries about stepping away. So this will probably live on modified bricks. So the idea is to then get this right about there. Yeah, like that. It's about how big I want it. We could probably cheat out a little bit, like about there. All right, I'm liking the shape. Just have to be able to attach it all now. Nope, it's done. Thanks for being here, guys. It was a good night. No, I don't know. So this may not be, let's see. Wait, I'm gonna go way back up here. Slope, curved. Yeah, we do have one of those. So I can do this. And it's not gonna be great, but plate. Gonna have to change his orientation a bit. All right, so then what we'll do is behind him, we'll build in, excuse me. Actually, he could probably sit up a little bit. We'll put a plate back here. Oh, hey, sneak peek. You guys want to see a sneak peek of something? I'm going to get my other camera up here, I think. Because it's the build camera. Oh, let's see what this does. Yeah. All right. So sneak peek. If you have the best Star Wars model as voted on by fans, this will be the trophy you get. It'll say best Star Wars under here too, or it might just say Brick Rodeo 2022. I don't know. So the lug gets together and builds a bunch of these trophies, and I think we've got like 22 different categories. So I've already done Micropolis, and one of the chairs already has that. So this is Star Wars. And this one, tell me what you think of this. This is military. And it's supposed to be kind of representative of the raising of the flag at Iwo Jima. It's kind of the best I could do just to make the shape look right. It's not supposed to be like an exact. You know what? Now that I look at it this size, I could probably get 4 minifigures in here, but I don't have 4 gray minifigures. So that's what this is supposed to be. It's maybe a little bit avant-garde, a little surrealist, but that's what that is. It's also very flimsy, and I'm a little embarrassed that it has kind of some old gray in it, but these are donated pieces. I'm like, you can have old gray. I'm not going to give you my nice stuff. But I did have to order a bunch of parts for this because I didn't have nearly enough jumper plates, and I had to learn how to make a sphere and whatever. So if you win either Best Military or Best Star Wars, that's the trophy you're going to get. I'm also going to do Best Life Size, which I think is supposed to be like if you build a toaster and the toaster's this big. Or if you build a Wii and the Wii is like the Nintendo, and the NES would be a good life-size build. Or if you build a record player, or whatever. So we had a real hard time figuring out what to do with that. I was like, why don't we have a little minifigure and then like a brick-built minifigure right next to it? To indicate it's life size. So, all right. This may need to go a little farther forward. Still don't want to make it too long. We're already at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's a little big, but I think no bigger than this. So you did the train one? Yeah, I knew you took that one. And I think Hudson was going to do... He did one on site. I think Justin was talking about maybe changing that to a different category. It's still very cool looking, but I don't think it fit for the category that it was in. So he's going to be shifting that around a little bit. All right, so I kind of want to do this, but these may be too big. Also, there's not a lot there. Maybe if I do a bracket. No, let's stick with that for now. I'm really glad they got these in here. I've got so many models that have this. I need to order a couple of these. Most notably, I have a one. Oh, what is it? It may be the Tanta V4 that has a Technic brick with a pin in it, and you have to like put a piece of Lego plastic bag in there to keep it from spinning. Do not let me do my presentation without water with me. I will otherwise not make it through. Okay. So anyway, that's a cool piece. I think it only comes in white. Oh no, it comes in gray. 35 cents. Not bad. Hide unavailable colors. Yeah. It says it's very expensive, but I don't know. 35 cents kind of worth it. This is a whole $1. So, all right. So let's do another one over here, and do a plate. Yeah, I'm not even really looking at the model. I'm just kind of like, I know what it looks like. It's not a terribly complicated shape. And we're not going to get a ton of details on this either. I will try to... These kind of come out from the sides. So I'm okay with like it being a little more... Oh my god, I can hear the dogs from in here. They're so pathetic. My dogs are like, we haven't been outside in 30 seconds. Please take us back outside. Man. It sticks out too far. Plate. Wedge plate. I think there are longer. I would really close off what goes next to him, though. Let's try it. Come on. Come on. This is definitely going to be something I talk about when I'm doing the studio talk, is like the finickiness of trying to get some of these things to line up and connect. And that's not much deeper. Oh, but what I could do is... that instead. And then I think I can put a plate in there. You see that? You see the statue? That's great. Thank you. I was kind of worried about it, but I also figured, it's a volunteer statue. Also, I'm not gunning to win best statue, so... Can I do this? Oh, that looks better. In fact, I don't even know if I want to do... That's not nearly as cool. These slopes may just be getting in my way. Try without. See what happens. See, that's not bad. And then I can put a little jumper plate right there and put the little cheese wedge on it. Tile modified. Boom, ba-chat, boom, boom, ba-chat, boom, ba-chat, boom, boom, ba-chat. Which one is this? Try to get the new ones every time I can. And then slope. What was the mock you were working on, Frankie? See, okay, so I'm going to admit defeat on this. I know there's probably a better way to do this. But I think that shape works really well. In fact, I may even, like, get rid of this and, like, repeat it behind him. I don't know. Just so I don't have this gap right here. Let's see what happens when I do that. I will need these though, so I need to figure that out. At some point I'll need those. a little bit. It's kind of funny. Let's do that. Hold it all together. And then in the middle here, I can get rid of that and do 3 plate. So what else? Season finale of actually this could be a little longer. That could be a 2 or a 4 of Kenobi hit earlier this week, yesterday. Still shows that, which means I can do this. All right, where'd it go? The mystery of these pieces disappearing. I liked the show. I think overall it was good. I know that it probably wasn't great for some people. Star Wars fandom seems to be kind of garbage lately, but I don't know. Just hating on everything. But I enjoyed this. I thought it was great. Last couple scenes were really good too. I was very, very pleased with. It's just kind of a lot of nice tie-ins, and the action was there, and the pathos was there. So this is all right because it kind of connects, and there's a little bit of stuff left out over here for the shuttle bay and whatever. It's a lot of room right there. I kind of want to make these loops a little smaller. I don't want to push it too far back. It's not a huge ship right now, so if I made another little I think this might be too big, but we're gonna see what happens. Oh, and that's unfortunate. That's too narrow. So this has to become brick modified. Well, that's not terrible. Could probably even move that up a little bit. another one underneath there. And connect that. What the what? Oh. I'm like, what did I do? All right, now I gotta get these guys to connect. I'll probably do the same thing here. Just gotta figure out how to do it. How to get these guys in here. So yeah, Brick Rodeo's next week. If you are going to be in the area and haven't bought tickets, please consider buying tickets soon. Where is that going to fit? Because, man, I could get it all the way in there. But... brain totally just left me. Now I know these fit farther in than that. Whoa, what are you doing? Should fit like that. And that should be right on that, which means I can put that. Oh, I'm just bad with these keys right now. Making everybody sick. Just slow down. Okay. Not really happy about this, but okay, so this is one of the things that's been really bothering me since updates. You drag a piece out here and you try to put it somewhere, and if it doesn't go right away and you let go of the button, it just disappears. So you got to bring it out, let it settle, let it make sure that it's comfortable, don't frighten it, and then put it where you want it, because otherwise it'll run away scared, and we don't want that. We don't want to scare a little brick. Okay, so here is where this all falls apart. Not really. Could absolutely put a little slope behind him. Like that. No, we do not want to scare the bricks. They are precious little animals, and we do not want them frightened. So I kind of want to make sure that these guys are held in place, but I also don't want to add more to the bulk. Like, this is good right here. Like, if we were to save this and I saved it and put it in front of somebody, they'd be like, oh, that's the Orville, right? For the most part. It's not... like, I think this could all be moved up a hair, and so we can work on that a little bit. But yeah, so there's going to be some tweaks on here. So this is the shape, right? I like the curved bits out here, but I think this sticks out too far. It needs to be a little closer in. Like if this were let's just get rid of these because they stick out too funny. Also, this doesn't need to be this diamond shape. This kind of swoops back into this. It just needs to be a spearhead shape. So these can go away. So if we wanted something a bit more structural, we could at this point. Which means we could move this back. Move this whole thing back. Yeah, because I'd like to get rid of that. Or, better yet, see, and this is just being held here to keep it in place, but it doesn't have to go back that far. So we do this, replace that. And then move this till it's back here, but then figure out how to get that to be held in place. That's not quite there yet. Okay. Because that's better. That's a better look. I could go even farther back, honestly. Oh, hang on. How far back can we go? Can we get that in there? Oh, schnickily doodles. I'm going to say that's good because we can open these up a little bit. Enough to make that fit. That's perfect. So now it's just a matter of oh, solid. We just get different different bricks. What was that? What did I hit? What? No, do not sign on to Cortana. I hit Windows key instead of whatever it was, and now it's trying to take over my head. Oh, my dear kitty hands. Okay, so connect that to that. Thank you. That is another trick I'll be going over. See, it wants to connect to one of these, but then if I try to just do one, it won't. There we go. But now this one won't work. I bet you. I bet you. I bet you. Nope. Connect that and that. Okay. Hey, my comment got a heart from Toy Galaxy. Right now, the only downside is to connect these is going to be a weak connection because it's just going to be this and this, which isn't great. It's not bad, but it's just that little connection right there. If you were to do the stability thing, yeah, that's not great. Cautions. I don't know why that's giving me a clutch power issue, but it's a minifig. It'd be super cool if I could attach something to here, but because of the way that's twisted, I can't. I wonder if it would get everything in here. Ah, it would. Let's see how much. 26. 28. No, 22. Which way is that going? So it looks like if it gets to about 27 degrees, it's free of that. All right, that's still not bad. That's still not bad at all. No. Goodness gracious, I don't want that at all. Okay, what am I hitting that's making Cortana pop up? Alt-Tab. Alt-Tab. Oh. It just wants to be on all the time. Can I shut it off from here? I don't want... Exit. No, don't sign in. Exit. Okay, that's... It's troublesome as get out. So... Ideally, this... Here's the other thing. This top one comes down into the main part of the ship. This bottom one kind of flares out like hips. And this middle one kind of comes in underneath to the... You can kind of see it here. These two kind of join a little bit, but then this one kind of comes underneath. So technically... this one... kind of flares out a little bit. I wonder... I still need it to hold on. But... I don't need a slope curve. I'm just, at this point, second guessing things. Just because it's fun. Yeah, that's exactly what... I just grabbed this because I was like, I think this might work better. So I'm going to leave those out. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it farther in. Like right here. Which makes this a little... Makes the whole thing a little more dramatic. I swear to God, I'm trying to hit Control. Stop hitting the Windows key. You're gonna give me a heart attack. Alright, so here's a trick I learned too. Like, if you want to copy this and then flip it to this side, you're never gonna get that same angle. So what you can do is hit that, and it's just one piece, but you can do copy and mirror, right? And it's out here like that, and you can just plop, and it's right there, ready to go. So. What the what? Oh, I missed a piece. It almost like it doesn't come back together. It's almost just like a straight thing, like not even a slope. You know? Where's that sketch fab? I thought I had that sketch fab. Sketch fab. One of these is a gray model instead. Okay. Yeah, first of all, these are a lot more cylindrical, but you see down here like these little, it's like these little hips. It's like this whole back end kind of comes off. So this top part could. This is such a bad connection right here. This is so weak. I'm like, what are you doing? I totally would redesign that. I also don't like having a shuttle bay that's like... This is the one complaint I have about the ship, because it's otherwise a cool looking ship. I like it a lot. But having a shuttle bay that launches into your primary drive pontoons or whatever they are just seems like chaos waiting to happen. It just seems like such a bad idea. Trying to think if there's another way to get this level of connection down here, because this is pretty good. This seems a little more flared up here, so I don't mind it being... I just wish I could make this smoother on the inside, but whatever. And light up on the outside. That's fine. Yeah, let's try something. Nope, that's too chunky. Curve slope. It's pretty good. Could repeat that under here. Although I could keep this down here and make this a little more. Better save it before I forget what I'm doing. I'm gonna put a clip. Plate modified. Oh, it's a tile modified. I always forget that. And here is your shuttle bay. Just like that. Ta-da. And then that can be held down by tile modified, is it? It's a jumper. Nope. Because it's a modified plate. What they chose to call modified plates, tiles, I don't have any idea. So that does two things. Holds that in place. And then we can give it this little which way does that go? Yeah, that's good. We can give it a this guy. Just like that. Okay, cool. Cool little detail. That will go away once we figure out how to modify the rest of this. Well, we can always do a bracket here to close up this gap. Oh, okay. Haven't been very talkative tonight, and I do apologize. There were things I wanted to talk about tonight. Land stuff, Brick Rodeo stuff. There's actually a meeting tonight that I was not going to attend. It was the 2023 group was getting together and having a meeting, and I was like, don't really know that I want to be part of the 2023 group. Does that not fit in there or what? Oh, that doesn't fit. I think this may be the only year I really do this because I just kind of want to get back into doing this kind of stuff, building and designing. And I think I've spent too much time worrying about this, and I'm not also very good at it. It just takes too much time. And I found out I have kind of a thin skin when it comes to critiquing, and there's some stuff that didn't get done kind of the right way it needed to, and I think it's just there's drama and there's stuff I don't want to be a real part of, so it's fine. The show will be great. It'll be a great convention, and I'll be glad when it's done. That is all. I really hope you guys can go. Frankie, I know you're going. Texas, I think. Missy, I think you said you were going to go. Pretty sure Travis is going to go, so it's going to be fun. See, it looks fine. Like, I could leave it like this and it would be fine, but it just, I don't know. I feel like it could be bigger, but I mean, it's got all the components, right? It's got the arrowhead front. It fits a figure. It's 63 pieces, so it's not that many pieces. But I feel like it's just going to fall apart. Like, I have all these pieces. I'm going to try to build it in real time and see what works and what doesn't. You're going one of the weekend days? Cool. I'll be around. My the studio talk is like Friday at 2. The Microfighter scavenger hunt game will be Thursday and Friday. I think I'm supposed to be doing, I thought I was, but then somebody just sort of said, I'll do it, and decided, oh, this is a new piece. Decided to do it with a loop. Huh. What color does that come in? What is this? What is that? It must come in a friend site. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff that I feel like I'm not going to complain about it too much. It's just, it's not a thing that I will probably want to do again. So I'll help. Like, if anybody asks for help, I'll gladly help, but I don't think I want to be in charge or organize anything after this time, because it's just not my bag. Oh, it's from a friend's bracelet. That makes sense. It's a cool piece. So yeah, I'd like to... Balls. I'd like to shore up this. Although these loops seem to hold it together, but they're also only being held on right here. This is not great because it's got a big heavy thing hanging out here and it's only attached by this. But I don't know how else to do that. Maybe switch this out for one of these. But then I think that would collide with it. Oh, I still have to attach those too. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, and if I wanted to close this up... I couldn't do that. Make them dance to the music. I'll play around with this a little bit. It's not very fancy, and it looks kind of unput together, and I think the front end could be done better, but like the idea that Travis had earlier of attaching them with those handles is a great idea. There may also be a gray piece that's like a good front, but I mean, after years of doing micro things, I haven't really come across anything that kind of works better than this. And this is from an X-Wing, you know, because there's plenty of slopes that look great on top, but the problem is with a ship like this where it's, you know, kind of the exact same thing all the way. It's a big pita is all it is. It's a big inflatable sopapilla. This is a hard shape to do in Lego. It's always been a hard shape to do. And not to mention that it's just slightly curved down, right? You can see how it kind of slightly curves down. So that's even worse. But this will probably be a similar look to Moya when we do Moya from Farscape. It'll probably be very much like this. It'll be this same sort of loop, and then it'll just have a single loop over the top. But because I don't know if you've seen Moya. I have caps lock on for some reason. If you haven't seen Farscape, I would really recommend it. The only way to watch it is in 4.3 though. So that's Moya. It's a living ship. Why did that not come up? Oh, Mayo. I'm like, what? That can't be the only. So yeah, this is it's a really pretty looking ship, and it's a living ship. It's a space creature. If you're a Star Trek: The Next Generation fan, it's kind of like what's the name of it? Gumto. The big pine cone looking thing that Tam Elbron finds near a star, and he kind of bonds with it, and they take off. It's kind of that same thing where it's sentient, and it actually has a pilot that's kind of fused with it, or is a kind of a symbiotic relationship with it. It jumps through faster than light travel by doing starburst, which like the back three things kind of open up and it goes makes that sound. That's kind of what it does right here. And then when it emerges, it looks really cool. So yeah, it's a cool. At one point, it gives birth to another ship called Talon, which was bred specifically to be a battleship by the bad guys. But yeah, it's neat. It's a cool story. It's fun. It's the show's done like it's Jim Henson in space kind of thing. It's Buck Rogers meets Jim Henson. It's an Earthman who goes up on a test flight and then hits a wormhole that's actually like really close to the planet and then gets sucked in to a different part of the galaxy. And when he gets there, there's all these crazy aliens. The makeup's really good. The effects are really good. The creature effects are very good. The plot can get a little like I wouldn't binge it more than a couple episodes at a time, because you really start hating the characters because they're kind of jerks to each other. And they don't make good decisions, but it's because he happened upon like a ship full of criminals. And so they each have their problems and their issues. So it's a really good show. It's one of my favorites of all time. So, and this guy's in it, and he's from Stargate and a bunch of other stuff. Yeah. Anyway. So I think that's about it for tonight. I'll tinker with this a little bit. Probably be a few days till I get it where I want it. But it felt good to kind of get back into doing this design stuff. I'll maybe pick another one to do on Sunday. And then I think I'll be done streaming for about a week. Twitch, YouTube. I've got next Tuesday through Friday off, and then Monday's a holiday. So I might be recovered in time to do like a Twitch stream a couple weeks from now. And maybe with like some loot that I bought at the con. That'll be fun. Like we'll see. I'll be able to like reveal the stuff that we got and talk about how it went and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so take care, everybody. Thanks for being here for those who are here, and I will see you when I see you. Take care.